game festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Down, 180, 51, Raider 1.
Carr now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry for C.J. Procise. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mike 54. Check back.
On first down, Procise. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jacobs now, and an alley to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 52. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now a carry for Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Carr completes it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. 180. Raider 1. Raider 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go, here we go. Slam, slam, slam. 20. White Monday, down. Check 25.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders! From 17 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 4-2.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nice move at the 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Kill. Check 3.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught at the 3. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce right, Chief.
Here's Carr to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 180. Mike 54. Everything's right. Pretty quiet. Check.
On first down, Carr letting one go deep for the end. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson now to throw again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Procise, 77 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Back down. 180. 9. Get in the weight room. Check it back. Behind me. X3. 218. Chop it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming out. White. We got double up. Ain't no way.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 38 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up!
It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Here's Procise. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go, D! Okay.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22.
He's crashing. He's chopping. OP. Say.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9. Carr flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Carr going to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 77 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
General West. Low. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 9, Carr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 27 yards there, a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. You're mine.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 22. They start out with a run from Procise. And out across midfield down to the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Fourth quarter down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try the right side with Procise. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A shotgun handoff to Procise. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run with Procise. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One last shot for Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 26. On the handoff, this is Procise. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Procise. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, to Procise running right. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
This is Procise on the carry. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Right back to Procise. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.